welcome, beautiful fans, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, to another episode of
Two halves and a 45 episode. Wah, like the city trouble, fam. The city trouble.
Yes, of course. You know, normally I'm a pundit. Every day I'm a pundit, but today I'm a City fan. Today I'm a City fan.
And this is your co-host, Mr. L and Mr.
Controversial. But
Thank you for joining us again. Oh, before we get started, we just want to give a shout out to our new ring card girl. Her name. She will be joining us for episode 4, the one, the only, Gay. Give a big shout out to our new ring card girl, KK. Fans, please welcome her and give her all the love that you have shown us. Thank you very much. Now, on today's episode, we're going to start with the 5 past winners of the UCL. So we're going to start, say, from 2018, which 2 of them includes Real Madrid. Yay. Nothing to you guys, nothing against you guys, Real Madrid fans. Then you have the mighty Liverpool. Well, the Farmers League, Bayern Munich. And
of course,
treble, 3 trophies, fam. 3 trophies, fam. Let's go.
A treble is a treble.
I don't have their shirt on. Mr. Controversial will show it to you. The citizens. Welcome to planet Earth.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, we were up in the moon, but you know, we back down on Earth. So really, let's get into that as our first topic of the day with the last 5 UCL winners. Obviously, within the past 5 years, Real Madrid has won it about 2 times. But
yes,
you know, first and foremost, let's go ahead and actually start with Real Madrid. Honestly, Real Madrid is like, I don't know what do you call them? Because you can't call a team an underdog team and still like know that they're a threat every year. You get what I'm saying? How does that even make sense?
Well, we're gonna call them what they've always been called, the Galacticos.
And they're inevitable.
Hey man, these guys are a super team along with Barcelona. Real Madrid has been a super team a long time, from the 50s with, I think, Puskas and Di Stefano, those guys, you know, coming up with Fernando Hierro. Hopefully I said that name right. David Beckham showed them the way with the influence all over the world. They had everybody. Figo from Barcelona, Zinedine Zidane, and you could just name it, you know. And I'm gonna just shout out a few names that are not big and synonymous, but that did the ultimate dirty work too, you know. Casemiro, Guti. A lot of people don't know Guti or talk about him very much, but this man was a Real Madrid legend. And Raul, even though Raul has been trumped by Cristiano Ronaldo in quite a few years, but Raul, those guys, so you want to give a shout out to those guys. Those guys are a UCL winning machine. Even though at one point they couldn't win the UCL for a while, but they're just a machine, man.
Yeah, so you know, hats off to Real Madrid, all in all, because you know, for sure, they're just a team live, breathe, eat, sleep, Champions League. So give it to them. Next one, or the next person up, obviously,
it's mighty Liverpool, and I will start with these guys. Thank you, mate. Thank you, bro. I will say thank you, and we're gonna move on, Jurgen. We're gonna move on.
For sure.
Straight to the Farmers League, because we need to plant some yams and some corn, because we're going straight to the Munich.
For sure. Honestly, Liverpool, you know, it goes without saying they're the most successful English Premier League team when it comes to the Premier League. I believe they're at 6.
Well, actually, Manchester United is, because they have won, I believe, 20 Premier League titles.
Yeah, but when it comes to the
Populating
UCL,
with the old division too. So Liverpool, I think, has one less, 19, I believe. So yeah, I believe that's the stats. But again, in terms of trophy wise, I think they still are the most successful team, trophy wise. I'm not sure Manchester City is quietly creeping up as we go.
yeah, they're quietly
So
creeping up. But in terms of European threat, though, Liverpool is for sure like out of the all
far out,
teams.
far out, 6, far out.
6.
Manchester United the closest one. Chelsea second with
2.
2. Is it 2?
Yeah.
2. Okay. So 2. And then Manchester City 1. I mean, you do have teams like Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. I believe Nottingham Forest has 2
Nottingham
of them.
Forest has 2.
Yeah.
They've done the
Aston
dub.
Villa has 1. So hey man, you got to give it up to these guys. This was the old European Cup and stuff, aka Champions League. So as I said, we're gonna move on from Liverpool because we already know who they are. We know who they are.
For sure. Next up on the
We're going
list,
straight down to Germany.
German Giants.
The German Giants. You know what, guys? I'm gonna just give a simple shout out to the German Giants, Byron, and I'm going to leave it right there because we know who they are, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we're not even going to sing their glory because we know what's going to happen again. I mean, Thomas Muller has 12 Bundesliga titles, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you top that?
How do you top that? You know, so again, give a shout out all the way to the Bavarians is what they're called, I believe. And we are going to move on once again to the ultimate treble winners. Let me say it again, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to keep saying it until you finally get it. It's the treble. History is what we call the kings. The last person was to do it in England was their noisy neighbors, even though they call City noisy neighbors. But
funny,
right now,
the role has switched.
Up. Somebody's getting touched up, and it ain't the blue team, blood. It ain't the blue team. So I want to give a big shout out to Manchester City, to all their fans, you know, everybody that's a part of that team, even the people that weren't a part of it. Joel Cancelo, not calling any names.
Hey, he won 2 Premier Leagues and a UCL. They don't get much better than that, my G.
Oh, doesn't get much better than that. This is like Philip Coutinho going from Barcelona to Real Madrid. Oh, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, to Byron. He never went to Real. He went to Byron. He won the UCL, and he scored twice against Barcelona.
You ate to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just present facts, okay? Not fiction, but facts. So we are going to move on real quickly to the best player season in review. The most decorated player, Julian Alvarez, and other players who have won a lot of trophies but does not get recognized. So we're going to start with, as I said, you know, if you heard that little pop that I made, Julian Alvarez, yeah. Somebody that won the World Cup, yeah. Somebody that won the Champions League, yeah. Somebody that won the Premier League, yeah. Somebody that won the FA Cup, yeah. So that in terms, ladies and gentlemen, is a knockout punch. But they're giving it to, I would say, give it to Julian Alvarez. But in case you don't, give it to Erling Haaland. But we all know what's going to happen.
It's Erling Haaland.
Giving it, yeah, I mean, it's going straight, Mr. Controversial, to Lionel Messi. But I don't see why, because when Kylian Mbappe won the World Cup, and I will say this, Kylian Mbappe, 18 years old, won the World Cup, okay?
And scored in the final.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, and the last World Cup, he scored a hat-trick. Yeah, think about that. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. This beautiful game that we have, that we all love. We want to say Kylian. But as I said in the last episode, if you guys remember, we were talking about the Ronaldo and Messi passing the torch on to the new force in football, which is Kylian Mbappe, and the one, the only, the blonde-ear assassin, Hurling, and Mr. Controversial will finish his last name for us, people.
Alan.
So we want to give a shout out to those people. If you remember that episode, you could go back, watch it, check it out. We were talking all about it in depth. Check it out and you see where we're talking about and where we're coming from. And then we're gonna go on and we're gonna talk about people like, as I said, Julian Alvarez, you know, people that are going unrecognized for winning all of these trophies. You know, we're gonna talk about even say the fact of even the Ballon d'Or, you know, because I believe in 2020, when which they scrapped the Ballon d'Or, which they were supposed to give it to Lewandowski. You and I all know they scrapped
the whole
it.
world knew that he got robbed.
That they surely got robbed that year. And then all of a sudden they gave it to Lionel. It was Lionel Messi.
Yeah, like literally,
I mean,
and I was confused. Yeah, he won the Copa Libertadores with Argentina. I might have pronounced that wrong. Forgive me, my South American friends. However, he won. Then don't get me wrong, that is a major trophy, but a Ballon d'Or worthy trophy.
I mean, if you can win the World Cup and you can't win the Ballon d'Or, I'm sure winning the Copa America, by the way, Copa Libertadores is the
right. I said
club football title.
Club football. You know who did win that though? Julian Alvarez.
Again, trophies after trophies after trophies.
First time, might I add. First time.
Might I add. But I want to say to these, you know, these guys, I mean, even in 2018, we all thought Cristiano Ronaldo was going to get the Ballon d'Or. Mm-hmm. And I believe it was more, and this is my perspective, for what happened that they gave it to Luka Modric, the guy didn't even win the World Cup. Yeah. So it was beyond me what they were trying to talk about or what were they referring to, because him and Cristiano Ronaldo won the same amount of trophies. And if don't get me wrong, I mean, everybody has a different perspective and everybody's opinion is respected and everybody has an opinion. So, I mean, if that's the way the voting goes, that's the way the voting goes. My perspective on the Ballon d'Or is that the Ballon d'Or is a hot mess. This is a team sport, not an individual award. I don't understand where individual awards come from, but that again is on my perspective. It's a hot mess, and that's my choice words to you people. I won't say anything else. But before we get to our last topic, we do what we always do. And I am going to talk about the featured league for today, this episode. And the featured league is simple, the MLS, aka Retirement Home for Good Players from Europe.
Yep, for sure.
MLS
just got a new stimulus package recently.
What? Let's talk about the foundations of the MLS. The MLS was formed on December 17th, 1993. The current champions are LAFC, aka Gareth Bale. He did it again, people. He did it again. And the most championships are the LA Galaxies. The MLS has 29 teams currently, 26 in the US, 3 in Canada. It is a fast, rapid growing league. And I want to say, people, please go on and check the MLS out. Like, support, subscribe to the MLS, just like you are doing for this channel here. And as we go on, we will bring you guys on the journey and continuous journey that we are going on. We all are going on. So please go check it out, see what it is about, watch it, check it out, love it. And we are going to go on to the biggest, the best part of the segment.
You already know what
We
that is.
are going straight to the block of controversy, right at the corner of Know Your Role Boulevard.
Man.
Jabroni Drive. This is the controversial corner. And I am Mr. L and the star of the show, my brother from another mother, the one, the only. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands up for the 3-star general. Make that 5, blood. Make that 5. Mr. Controversial. And today's topic for Mr. Controversial.
What we dealing with today?
So people, I just want to let you know, Mr. Controversial has no clue of any of these topics. This is how authentic this show is of what I'm going to ask him. This is raw, unadult, pure, rated R.
Uncut.
Talks, okay? Close off thing, bloods. Not yet. And today's topics are, here we go, on the controversial corner, with Lionel Messi going to Inter Miami. What are your thoughts? But before you get started, also, I want to drop in the likes of Karim Benzema going to Saudi and N'Golo Kante also going to Saudi. What are your thoughts, Mr. Controversy? Mike's over to you, my friend.
All righty, so let's go ahead and start with the bigger one here. Obviously, that is Messi coming to the MLS. All right. In terms of Messi coming to the MLS, will that actually increase the popularity of the MLS? No. We've seen it before. It's happened already. We've seen Beckham come to the MLS. We've seen Zlatan come to the MLS. We've seen, I think we even had the great Pele come to the MLS, didn't we? Well, it wasn't even the MLS at that time.
Yes, even Gerd Muller. But I don't think it was called the MLS at that time. But I mean, Mr. Controversy, you could, I mean, it might bring a boost because when David Beckham did come, yes, we might have not had experience in the MLS at that time, but it did bring a big boost for other players to come. Lampard came, Gerrard came, Zlatan came. So it did pave the way. The great Thierry Henry came.
It paved the way for them wanting to it paved the way for them wanting to, you know, be able to go ahead and bring certain players in, but to actually boost the league in terms of being on a level that's close to the top 5, the top 5 leagues in the world, it's not even close. If they really want to do something, make an impact, well, you got to start from the ground up. You have to, start with your academy, bringing these players up, loaning them out to these bigger leagues, having them develop, then bringing them back so that they can bring that star power, that energy, that drive to the league. But just bringing in players that are past their prime, it's only just going to be there for like the moments, just these special moments sprinkled in doesn't create an entire league. It takes a lot more groundwork to do that. But, as this my point, I'm a pundit.
Well, Mr. Controversy, they said since Lionel Messi, I read a piece, and I read the piece. I'm not saying the piece is correct or is incorrect, but so far, what I've read, it said since Lionel Messi had left Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, as everybody known it, they lost 2 million followers. So, I mean, if you equivalent those 2 million followers to the MLS, that's 2 million more followers they didn't have. Would that be a success? Hey, I believe one extra follower is a success.
I guess.
Because
I
if you
guess.
see, we have started from scratch, my friends. And with all you people supporting us, you know, we are gaining followers. And as we continue to say in our videos, please, please like, subscribe, hit that button at the bottom, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we would greatly appreciate it. We would greatly appreciate all your support. We have greatly appreciated in the past, and we'll continue to do it, and we'll continue to deliver our show, our way of showing you guys our love, our respect. So with that said, here is my next topic. The winners. We're going to talk quickly run over the winners of the UCL. And the UCL are the winners of Europe. The winners of Europe are Sevilla, West Ham, Manchester City. Quickly, what do you say about all those winners?
So, congratulations to West Ham. And you know, they're super. They have a great support team. You know, the Hammers. Rice definitely did deserve to win that trophy. Also,
Pardon me, is it Reese
North.
or Rice? Is it Reese or Rice?
I'm gonna say what it sounds like
Reese.
to me and what I've been seeing. Rice, baby. So
Rice. All right, all right, all right.
Also too, I forgot what the Italian, footballer's name is. I think it's Palmeiras, something of that sort.
Yes, Emerson
Yes.
Palmeiras.
Emerson
right?
Palmeiras. Congratulations to him for also winning literally every trophy in Europe. So a big congrats.
I think he's the only player, and Jose Mourinho is the only manager that ever done that. So congratulations to him also.
For sure, for sure. And in regards to Sevilla, all I can say is Sevilla.
7 times.
We'll
7
see.
times, Lord.
We'll see you next
Every
year.
time they
So
go to the Europa League finals, 7 times. And
yeah,
Manchester City, as we
most.
talked about. Yeah, Manchester City, as we talked about. So those are the final. But quickly before we move on, Mr. Controversial, I want to hear your prediction for this year's FIFA Women's World Cup. Who is the team to watch out for? We're going to give the ladies their shout out, blood, because they are who we all love them. We love everybody. We respect everybody, but we love football/soccer. And we're going to give a shout out. So who's your team real quickly?
Right. So first and foremost, the team to watch will definitely be the English Lioness. For sure, they've been gaining some traction over the years. So definitely keep an eye out for them because they're coming in at full force this competition. But, you know, the team that we do have to go with, got to go with the home team. That's got to be
the USA. But
don't leave
out. Don't leave them out.
Never leave them out. Never leave them out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
AKA the reggae girls. They will be dancing on somebody's tushy one of these days.
For sure. Watch out for Bunny. She's up there.
Yep. And the last, but quickly, last one for the controversial corner this week, ladies and gentlemen. With the French League going down to 18 teams from 20, is it good to, just like Germany, is it good to be a farmers league?
I think the reason they cut down the teams is so that PSG can have less matches. That way that they could possibly win the Champions League. Because the last time any French team has won is what, Marseille? Marseille, right?
I think is what that's 91 or 92, something like that. That's
something
when
that. They cheated, but you know. It was the last time, so obviously I think that's what they're doing. You know, they got to cut back, that way they can have less matches, that way they can possibly have PSG win something, because we know that it's a farmers league there and they'll probably not win it for the next, well, we'll see
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us at the Controversial Corner. This is Mr. Controversy. These are our topics. Those are the comments. Please stay tuned because we're going to move on to the final, and it's sad to say, the final question for this episode. But don't worry, we will be back.
All right.
And here's the last episode. Sorry, pardon my here is the last question and topic. Which league will be the biggest winner of the season of the transfer market? And here's the two things I'm going to give, because I shouldn't say which league. Which two leagues out of these two, the MLS or the Saudis? Over to you, Mr. Controversial.
Who won more? Obviously, you definitely have to say MLS won more. But when it comes to who will last longer, MLS. Obviously, MLS is gonna last longer. To me, don't get me wrong, the Saudi league, unlike the Chinese Super League that they had in the past years, I see what they're doing. They're pretty much doing the same thing that they're doing. The only difference is the Chinese Super League, they ran out of money, whereas because there's oil money, so oil money doesn't run out. So more than likely, This league will go on a little bit longer. But as to seeing it actually be on a level of like one of the top 5 leagues in the world, that's yet to be seen. I think it's going to be a bust. We all know that MLS is going to remain a retirement league, but let's see in the next couple of years.
Well, I will say, in my point of view, that the Saudis, as I said, I think I read a piece again, not my opinion, something I read.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Thank you very much. Allegedly, that they're looking for 50 players. I mean, N'Golo Kante is gone. For the figure is gone for his $100 million a year. Listen, blood, you sign me up anytime for that kind of dough. Okay? Legitimate dough, yes, because we only do things legitimately. Yes, sir. So, with that said, the MLS will still remain as the MLS. I will refrain from using any other words for the MLS. But we will continue. What?
Excuse me.
Allegedly. Allegedly. I will refrain from making any comments, but I would say that maybe I go with Mr. Controversial, maybe I don't. Who knows? And that's where today we're going to leave the episode. Thank you once again for joining us for another episode of Mr. Controversial is going to finish this one, please.
2 halves and a 45.
Thank you once again. Remember to like, subscribe, and look out for our new ring card girl. Next week is going to be an exciting episode. Please set your timer, set your alarm, come back to the corner, bring drinks, bring something to, you know what, blood?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And we are out. Episode. When we run out of finger, the ring card girl will be there.
All right.
Catch you all later,
Thanks,
people.
guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.